Hey guys, today I'm going to talk about the daily SPX scalping that we do in Sidekick Traders Discord. I'm going to show you how I've made $6,000 in 10 days towards a funded futures trading account with $3,837 of that coming just from today. So this is using the two alerts that we have in Sidekick Traders Discord. One is from Lance, or Investing Teacher as he's known, and one is from Sir Goldman, who does SPX scalping as well. So I thought I'd run through a couple of the trades today and show you how I've managed to go from a $100,000 evaluation account on Apex to the $106,000 required to turn that evaluation account into a funded future account where you get to trade real money and make real profits. So if it's doable in 10 days for me, it should be for you, and I think this video is for you if you're looking to do this, to start trading with a prop firm. You can also just trade your own SPX trades yourself, or SPY if you don't like to trade SPX. You can just substitute for SPY calls and puts as well. So I think this is going to be an exciting video. I think I was shocked myself that I managed to get to this point in just 10 days, and let's get going on this. So basically what happens is we have a Sidekick Traders Discord. It's currently running a 3-day trial for $37 a month. You can get a link to this in the description below. And this is what you get. You get the Sir Goldman scalping, which is what I've been using to build up this funded futures account. The Lance is also giving swing and day trade alerts on futures. I actually did one of his today. It went really nicely, and that contributed to my $3,000 profits today. And then Josh is doing some weekly spreads on the Russell 2000. So it's not something I've been participating in really, but it's something that's really fun, really low maintenance. Just set it and forget it. And it's one of those things that is very consistent like clockwork. So we'll talk about that more in future videos, but I really want to focus on the SPX scalping because people are loving this. We're getting dozens of people coming in. They're making money. Everybody's telling us it's underpriced, which it is. But we want to get as many people in as possible, up to a reasonable amount that we can handle, so we can help everybody all at the same time. So if you're not familiar with Apex trading, it's becoming one of the most popular things out there for people that want to trade with other people's money. Don't we all, right? That's like the dream. So what you can do is you end up buying one of these accounts for like $30 a month. You wait for it to be on an 80% discount, which it currently is, 80% off, and then you pick one of the funded accounts. And for some reason I just went with a $100,000 one, which is this one. And so 80% of this comes out to be about $40 a month. So if you think about it, you're risking $40 a month, but none of the money that you lose, if you end up losing, you're responsible for. So your absolute downside risk is $40 a month. Unless you get crazy and start buying loads and loads of accounts and resetting them and all this stuff, then it can add up. But what happens is you start with the account. You can choose a cheaper one. I'm probably going to do one for $25,000 or $50,000 next. And so the $100,000 capital, what happens is you get an evaluation account and you have to get a profit goal of $6,000 in a minimum of 7 days. And you can't have it draw down more than $3,000. It's a trailing threshold. So if you go up to 103,000, your trailing stop becomes 100,000. So you have to be kind of consistent. The cool thing is scalping with SPX or SPY really is actually really good for this, because you don't want to be letting things go up and then come all the way back down and taking a profit further down, because the way the trailing stop rules work, it's all really weird and annoying. But scalping is one of the easiest ways to get these accounts funded. And once you do it, you get access to a full $100,000 or even $250,000 capital. There's different rules for each one. And really cool, and the big dream for everybody that does this, is to have many of these accounts, so millions of dollars in other people's money, that you're trading with one trade and using a copier. So this thing can scale really well. It's really exciting. It's really popular at the moment. I don't know how deep I'm going to dive into this whole. I'm just enjoying learning about this new aspect of trading for me. So anyway, today was a huge day because I was able to get to that elusive $6,000 profit. It happened in 10 days, and that was thanks to the alerts in Sidekick Traders Discord. And so this is the Discord. This is the main chat channel. You can see we have the alerts on the left here. One of the alerts I did was Lance's alerts. So his tend to be a little bit slower. So some of the fast SPX Goldman scalp ones, these ones, tend to be really fast, and so it takes a bit of practice to really get good at that. But sometimes Lance puts out some really nice trades, and I was able to take this one which was puts on the Qs actually, I think. And I held off, I watched my signals, and then I did actually used the tool, a GPS as well on this, and then took the trade on the ES and made $2,000 pretty quickly off of that. So this was his alert here, QQQ opening range breakdown, reverse back up, can set an alert. So I watched it at this level, and then like I said, I took the trade once it started to come back down and went short and did pretty well. So I made a nice little bit of change there on that, and that really helped my day. And then I did a Goldman SPX scalp, which was, let's go back to the main channel, which was one of the two that he did today. So I'm just kind of going through here and see. Yeah, so just kind of looking to see where we can find these things. You see there's a lot of activity in the chat. It's become a very popular channel for discussing these things on. Some people were making some small wins. It really was a difficult day, which is why I'm so excited about becoming funded with the $6,000, because this wasn't a day I expected it to happen. And so it was a tough one, I remember saying that. Let's see where we are at. Yeah, here we go. So BLC again. You guys have been watching these videos know that BLC is like our official record keeper. So a lot of these services, people don't keep proper records, and BLC is coming in to Sidekick traders and just taking every single trade that's alerted and annotating it like this. So when he puts an arrow like this, it means it's a put. He writes it up here as well. So Goldman today, SPX 37.95 put at 165, and the down arrow signifies the time, 11 o'clock Eastern, and then this is how it worked out. So yeah, so that was one trade. Let's see. I think this was the one I got. Yeah, this was the one that took me over the 106,000. So I got in here and I took profits down here somewhere. So even though this didn't turn into a huge winning trade for Goldman, it was enough for me to hit my profit targets. And then this number here, 106,300, is the profit target that now allows me to trade with a fully funded account. And so Neil was like, hey, wow, really nice. So I was excited. I thought it was really cool. So now I'm saying I can go nuts with somebody else's money because funded account. We'll see. So here was another Goldman trade today. It was another kind of meh sort of trade, 11%. Nothing to get excited about. Investing Teacher, good old Lance. He managed to do a pretty nice trade here, 11.49. Got 10 points by the looks of it. Yep, all the way down to here on a put on MES, I think it was, or ES. I have to look at his channel. Yeah, so really nice day. Let's have a look at Lance's channel one more time. Lance actually, by the way, keeps a strategy guide and also full spreadsheets of his trades, which is fairly unusual for a lot of these services, which is why I love having Lance involved with this, is he keeps every trade, entries, exits, and all that stuff. You don't find that a lot in a lot of these services, which is good, I think, for Sidekick at least. So Goldman, yeah, let's have a quick look at Goldman's summary, if he's posted it for the day. Don't think he has, no, so he hasn't posted it. But you can see his entries and exit here. Honestly, wasn't a great day for Goldman, so that's why I'm so shocked that I did so well. But most of that was because I took Lance's trade and did a good job on it, so it's pretty good. Anyway, if you're thinking about joining, look in the link in the description below. We keep changing this. Somebody was complaining that we've changed this from a 7-day trial to a 3-day trial, and we've put the price up from 27 to 37. 37 is still grossly underpriced for this. People are making $500, $1,000 a trade in this room. And the main guy, Sir Goldman, goes on winning streaks of 30 sometimes in a row. I think he's on a winning streak of like 10 in a row again already. So the wins typically are anywhere from 20 to 500%, and the losses are pretty capped at 20 to 50%. So they're far and few between, and when they are, it's generally not 100% loss unless it's a lotto. But it's more than outweighed by the gains. Again, it's hard to do these trades. You need to practice. You need to get into your own comfort zone. So it's not as simple as I'm making it sound, just so you know. Anyway, I hope that helps. I hope that if you're looking just to scalp SPY or SPX, you consider joining Discord and coming in with the community with us. And if you're looking to do these Apex fund and trading accounts, definitely worth looking into. You don't have to do Apex, there's a bunch of other ones. And you can see if you can trade other people's money, which is always fun, right? Minimize your potential loss to whatever the subscription costs you, and maximize your gains to potentially, you know, a decent chunk of change every month. So hopefully that helps, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.